So I just thought I'd go through basically the bike. So this is a 2018 Yamaha MT-09, which is an 850cc displacement engine. It's a 3-cylinder beast basically. It's very torquey, basically more power than you could ever want, and I guess that's just why they're so popular really. I mean, I've always been a Suzuki kind of guy, but take that as you want. Fruity boy, stuff like that really, but yeah, like the Yamaha's actually been a breath of fresh air. Now this thing I picked up really cheap because it's a category N, and it was actually a stolen recovered bike, so it's pretty tatty all over, kind of a fixer-upper project. So this thing had done 5,000 miles from new. There's no service history of it, but it's a risk you take with these bikes. You do save a lot of money, but this specific one is quite a nice example really, and I picked this thing up for £3,000 on the dot. I did a little bit of haggling because they wanted a little bit more, but I'm a cheapskate really, so I was quite lucky really, because there's nothing really around for this price. In general though, like the MT-09 is very, very well priced in comparison to anything else on the market, in my opinion, for what you get for your money, especially like power delivery wise, you know, things like that. But the overall build quality is just stunning on these. Like if you look at the engine and the general gravel and the general bike all over, it's just really impressive. Like I've always loved my Suzukis for the actual body styling. I think they look really nice. I always will think they look really nice because deep down I like sports bikes, you see. But yeah, you can't have everything really. Like so that's the thing. So the actual styling with the MT-09, I've actually come to like it. I never used to really like it, but I think it's a bit more mature because I've come from a GSX-S 750, so I think the styling's a little bit more mature. And it's kind of like, depends on the model you get, 'cause you can get the sportier looking versions, but this one is kind of like a bit stealthy. I've kind of kept it with the satin black, and I've got gold levers, gold forks, and I've just gone for gold emblems because it just ties the bike in. I kind of like that OEM plus look really, kind of stealthy style. I was going to put some colourful graphics on it and whatnot, but I just haven't got round to doing it yet. Maybe it's something I'll do in the future, but this is where we stand.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back.
My overall first impression with the bike is the way it rides. 10 out of 10 really. I mean, the only thing I've noticed, which is a common thing on these, is the suspension lacks a bit. So if you're opening it up a bit in the country lanes on the bends, you can feel the back starting to like bounce slightly. I know other people have complained about that and they've upgraded the shock absorber, but it's not something I'm too bothered about because again, I'm not exactly racing the bike. I'm having a bit of fun on it, driving it here, there, everywhere. It's a bit of a toy, but 100% I would recommend the bike really, because you've just got to try one really to understand it. But the power is phenomenal. They can be dangerous though, because I see so many videos where they're trying these bikes out, and it's a bit concerning because you see people saying, oh, don't buy this bike, it's way too powerful for like a new rider, or you know, just like they're very dangerous, they just lift off the road and all that. And it's like it's more down to who's actually operating the bike, and that's the same with any bike. You can drive a 125 or a 50cc, that can be a dangerous bike if it's in the wrong hands, you know. And I'm just trying to kind of, if anyone's thinking about buying one, because I've one comment said on one of my shorts that he thinks this is their dream bike, and it's like, go and get one, just take your time with it, enjoy it and have fun really, just be safe. But yeah, but again, like the power, like I'm in 4th gear now, drop down to 3rd and then open up a bit and you just fly. Oh, I better slow down a bit. But yeah, there's just more power than you'll ever need, in my opinion. One of the main things I'm actually finding bike, which is quite impressive, is I've come from a motorcycle crash. That's why I've ended up getting onto this bike, and I've still got like a few injuries and pain in my wrist and like knee and whatnot, and I find this bike's very accommodating in terms of comfort. Like, I've not really been on anything quite like it in terms of comfort really. You just drive it, you can drive it far, you're very upright. This has got upgraded handlebars, so they're a little bit wider and the rise is slightly higher, which again is something you can do on a budget if you needed to, but even in its stock format, it's just comfy, you know, just an ideal bike really all round. I see a lot of people talking about the fuel economy though, so this bike gets a lot of like stick for basically being bad on fuel, but it's like, if you buy a high displacement engine, you're buying it to have fun. You could do this like commuting on anything really, so you're buying this bike for a reason, and that's normally because of the torque, and I'll just say there's plenty of that. So with regards to the fuel economy, it's not the best, but it's like, I didn't buy the bike for that reason. You're probably not buying the bike for that reason. It's just something to pick at because there's so few things wrong with this actual bike. I mean, if you were going to go for fuel economy, you'd just go for an Africa Twin or, you know, something like that to really just do the distance on in comfort. And that's just my opinion of it really. Like, yeah, so that's it really. I'll definitely recommend getting one. It's fun to watch me ride it because I've seen a few of the clips, but it's even more fun to actually ride it, which is what I'm trying to say. It's like, if you can get to your local dealership and ask for a test drive, or ask a friend to lend theirs, but just take it nice and easy, and I'm sure you'll have a blast. Comment down below if you own one, and I'd love to read your feedback on it. I mean, the only way from here really is an MT-10, which is just a whole different like beast in itself. Yeah, but yeah, like I say, comment down below. I'm new to this really, so if you like the video, let me know you like the video. If I see feedback and engagement, it's going to make me want to put out more stuff, but if not, like, I'll probably still put out more stuff anyway, so I'm here to stay really is what I'm saying. Especially if summer on the way, you're going to see a lot more, but this is just kind of a localised ride. What my actual plan is to do is to this year go to some actual destinations like Cheddar Gorge, maybe Wales, you know, just a few places like that, somewhere a bit scenic, because I'm into my photography and scenery. Basically I'm an outdoors boy, I like being outside, kind of always have, and it's just better to drive. Anyone could drive on the motorway, that's just boring to me, so yeah. Like I say, so much power, more than you could ever need. I mean, going back to the styling on an MT-09, it's like this thing, I love the gold upside down forks, I love the like seating position, you know, with how the like fuel tank's quite bulbous to how the bars sit, it is quite wide. The only thing I do like is the Gen 2, because this is the Gen 1 styling, it's the Gen 2 of the upgraded, well, call it upgraded, but it's like a facelift headlight, which is really nice, and it also has a different tail light, because this one kind of looks like it's been plonked on the back of the bike. Again, probably quite good, like functional wise, because very visible, very safe, but for me the aesthetics of a bike matter quite a lot, because I choose them for fun and pleasure, so it's just something I might look at swapping out, because there is a headlight swap in the future. There is a integrated tail light swap as well that you can do, you know, where the indicators are built into it, just to kind of make the back a bit more sleek. But when I had that before, I had issues passing the MOT, because they weren't happy. Apparently there's meant to be a set distance between indicators and the rear brake light. I should be really, really careful here and definitely not drive. I'm going for it. Whee! I'm getting soaked. Oh god, that's deep. That is very deep. Oh, I forgot my exhaust is right underneath the bike. I'm soaked. Oh. Gotta keep the revs up, don't intake that water. Don't want any hydrolock. Oh my god, that was actually deep. My feet were in the water then. Oh no, that was a bad idea. That's the problem with intrusive thoughts. You just can't help yourself. I mean, technically it's not even my fault, like, I just had to do that. Everyone else would have done that. Downshifting. If I rev, it'll scare that person. There's no dog. Well, that proved me wrong. Put me in my place. I might not use the footage because it was a bit cropped out, but cut to me getting fuel and scaring man at the fuel pumps, because that was funny. I rev this guy a lot, watch. I feel so flipping bad. He was terrified. I basically pulled up. There was a load of boy racers there, so I gave it a little rev, because you just got to do it. It's not my fault. Again, intrusive thoughts, you have to do that. And basically it looked like he was being shot at, bless him. And I did feel a bit bad after, but again, it was funny at the same time, so you just got to do it. Just pull over here, have a little chill and a recap, maybe film the intro. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. If you want to see any more, like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna film some more anyway. If there's anything I missed in the video, or you're curious about anything at all, I'll read the comments and I guess I'll find out. But yeah, peace out. Roll the intro. No copyright sounds at the bottom. Yeah, peace.